Winnipeg, you were there for game one. There were some moments there where I worried, and then you start thinking about last year, and Hellebuck's not great game one, and we remember how it went with Colorado.
Yeah.
Walk us through your visit to the Manitoba capital.
Well, man, you know, that whiteout, I mean, people think that it's overrated. It's not. Like, that building is a small venue, and it vibrates when they get going in there. When they announced the starting lineup and they announced Connor Hellebuck, like, the MVP chant went on for a good solid 45 seconds, and it was literally vibrating in there. And even Hellebuck postgame talked about how he's never going to forget that. It's just kind of one of those defining moments that you tattoo in your brain in terms of playoff experiences. But the Jets were nervous to start. They were. Braden Shen was a one-man wrecking crew in that first period. 7-8 hits. I mean, he almost killed Cole Perfetti in the corner. And Perfetti talked about the next day. He said he gave himself crap for putting himself in a bad situation. He was kind of pinned in there by Justin Falk. But, you know, the reality is, you can't sustain that type of play through 3 periods, or it's really hard unless everybody is doing it. And St. Louis seemed to taper off, certainly in the third. No different than any other of the top teams in the league. Winnipeg's big boys then took over in that third period. Mark Scheifele's having a great start to the postseason. Same for Kyle Connor. Iafallo is a nice compliment there. And Hellebuck settled down. I mean, he wouldn't admit it, but I think he had some nervousness in his play in game one. And, you know, he closed the door on the Blues in game two. I thought game two was a tremendous hockey game.
Heavy.
It was heavy and defensively in tune. And there were just so many things to like about it. And then I mentioned Perfetti earlier. That poor kid didn't sleep. He didn't sleep after game two. I mean, he missed a wide open net to make it 3-1 in the third period. And I mean, he's a skilled kid. So he's not out there to bang and crash. He's out there to generate offense.
Vilardi and Ehlers still out. Do you have timelines with either?
I'd be surprised if Vilardi wasn't an option for game 3. Now, because the Jets are up 2-0, maybe that buys them a little bit more time, right? Maybe they go, okay, we're not quite there with him yet, but he skated a few times, and you know, I watched him for 20 minutes. Now he's in a non-contact sweater, so how much do you learn there? And he stayed out longer, but the skating looks good to me. He looks like he's really, really close. So if they can throw him in, I mean, with all due respect to Nikolaj Ehlers, he's in and out of the lineup all the time. And Nikolaj Ehlers is a nice add because he just presents a different layer of speed, right? So when you get in trouble, he can skate the puck out of trouble. You know, your entries on the power play with Nick Ehlers are almost automatic. They're almost automatic because of how quick he is. But Vilardi helps that power play as well. So it just gives them another boost. So if he doesn't play game 3, I think he'll be good to go for game 4.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to check out more of our content right here on the Flames Nation YouTube page. We had a bunch of great long-form interviews. You can check out some videos we've done as well outside of the studio. And of course, if you want more writing or merchandise stuff, flamesnation.ca or nationgear.ca. Appreciate you watching.